Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. I'm just thankful to be here today. Thank you for tuning in to Vino Entertainment TV. Yeah. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, and happy Mother's Day to all the mothers that's in heaven. You know, to our loved ones who we have missed. We have to still give them their props because they props are still due. You know what I mean? So let's give our props to the lovely mothers in heaven. You know. Um, I just want to say that the angels are busy blessing um, each and every one of us. Um, I just want to just say that I'm glad to be here. You know what I'm saying? In this world of today, even though it is corrupted with so many things that's going on bad here, but I'm just glad to be here. You know, I have Mr. Perfect with me here today, and we're both going to be talking about if you really know your friends. Do you really know who you socialize yourself with? You know, me myself, I believe I know who I socialize myself with, but then sometimes I have to give myself another thought. Do I really know who I socialize myself with? Do I really know my friend who I thought I know was my friend? Those are questions that sometimes we do have in our mind. Do we really know that person who we socialize ourselves with? And on that note, um, Pastor Perk want to say hello to everybody.
Hey, hey, everybody. Say happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
Yeah. Hello, Miss Scott, Miss Breeze. Oh, hello, D&T family. How you doing? Miss Marquette. Hi, Miss Mathis. How you doing today? Hope I was going well with everybody.
Family.
Yeah, that's Clutch.
Okay.
That's
Hey,
Clutch.
Clutch.
Yeah, Clutch. She's grown so much. I'm so proud of Miss Clutch, y'all. She just don't know how proud I am of her. Man, she's doing her thing on her channel. She's grew so much. Her smile is so bright. She seems like she's so happy. Oh man, I love her. Me some Clutch, y'all. She's so sweet. Y'all must check her channel out. It's called D&T Family. Um, I just want to say that, as you all may know, I just want to say for the ones who haven't been here, but um, Vino Entertainment TV is based on my son, whom I lost to gun violence. And it also is based on domestic violence and molestation. I'm sorry. And those are things that we have right now that's going to the world that we need to address, because a lot of things are happening to our young adults and our mothers. And sometimes we have fathers or boyfriends in the homes, or going way too far as with the domestic violence in the homes with the mother and child. And we just need to keep them things, um, out of our household. And plus, not only that, we got to stay prayed up. We must stay prayed up at all times. I mean, it's a must we stay prayed up, because we don't know what's going on. We just never know what the situation may be. Everything changed on a daily basis, so make sure as ladies and men, as we watch our surroundings and where we go, and be careful about who we socialize ourselves with. Once again, we back to that subject again. you know um Let me just say that I've had friends for a long time. I've had friends from third grade still right today, you know, and I know them pretty good, because we hung around even after school. Even as I got into my 20s, we still hung around. Even as I got in my 30s, we still hung around. So I know the friends that I grew up with and I went to school with and hung out with. you know, I was in band, I was in athletics, so I know, those friends, and right today, those friends are still the same friends that I knew in school. Nothing's changed about them. But as I've grown older to learn, I'm sorry, to get to know more people in my older life, as I got older in my older 20s, you know, I didn't really fool with nobody, because of the fact that, people here in Texas are very different from where I'm from. Where I'm from, we're friendly. We think of other people. We help each other. We there for them in all causes. But here where I'm at now in the city, you just can't really trust a friend. You I guess as they say, when you get a certain age, you don't need friends, but that's not true. You need that one somebody that you have to trust and that you want to have fun with. You need that one. That you need one somebody, that one person, that someone, one person you need to trust in you. You trust in them, but at the same time, like I said, people do switch up on people. At the last minute. So that way, be careful and be mindful who we socialize ourselves with, even now that we're grown, because people still can envy you, still hate you, and you just never know unless you pay attention to it. So once you pay attention to it, it'd be really surprising to you how that person really act, or how they're moving. You know what I'm saying? So you'll know how they are. But I was always told that when a person show you the first time who they are, you have to really trust that person who they are the first time when they show you. So that's how I feel about friends and people that and everything of that sort. And me, I know that I'm a good person. I am a good friend. I am a reliable friend. I'm trustworthy. I'm loyal. I'm understanding friend. I'm a friend you can vent to. All those things. You know what I'm saying? I know my worth as a friend because I was taught what a friend mean. What a friend mean as I was growing up as a teenager and as a young adult. And I took those lessons with me as I grew up to be an adult. Sometimes people don't take them things with them when they grow up to be an adult. What they learn and what they know what the real fact is, when they was young, they can still use them tools as they get older. But sometimes we get lost in life and we don't use those tools that we learned when we were young that we need to be showing right now as we get old. Okay, Miss Miss Scott says she's rolling. Okay, Miss Scott, I'm glad you're rolling. Be safe, baby. Yeah. So, um, I also want to say that we've all lost someone in time. And we got to be mindful. Of who we love and what we do. Okay, we got one guest. Hello, little boy. How you doing today?
Hey girl,
Hey, I see you moving around today. Glad to see you, boy.
just got up.
I see you know how to use that little deal there now, huh?
I just figured out how to use it.
But you can use your avatar up there if you want to use your avatar.
I'm just sorry. What? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Put your little face up there. Yeah. I see you smiling and everything. What are y'all doing today?
Good nothing at the night with barbecuing.
Oh, they barbecuing today.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Oh,
figure out how to use this thing. I'm just seeing how to use it.
what Chandra? What people's it?
In the house,
Why she ain't got you? Why she didn't do it for you?
I don't know.
You don't know. Oh,
Mm-mm.
okay. Okay.
Look back to your show, girl.
Too. So tell me, little boy, how you feel about friendship? The people you grew up with. How you feel about that?
Well, our friend out
Do
here, we
you
left.
consider
You
them
know, we
being
didn't
your
have a
friend?
good.
Do you consider them still being your friend?
I only had one good friend, that never done nothing to me behind my back. Always been 100 with me. We always
Mm-hmm.
had fun together. We had fights. Every friend had fights, but we never stopped talking to each other.
Right. Hello, Miss Danny. Okay. Y'all still friends right today?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad then. You could keep a friend for a long time if you know how to be a friend and be respectful to your friend. You
Oh
can keep a
yeah.
friend for a long time. I got friends for years. I still right now still call them my friends. And we still get along the same way we get along when we was in school. Happy Mother's Day to you too, Pretty Black and Miss Danny.
Yeah. So once you find that friend that you've been friend with for a long time, y'all done slept in the same bed, y'all done ate the same ramen noodles,
Yeah, yeah.
So it's hard to find that friend. So you stay with that friend. You never change up. Nothing changes up on y'all.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you never been crossed before. You never been double crossed before with a friend before. You never been double crossed.
Yes, when I came to Dallas, I'm grown now. I had before.
Yeah. Did
That's why I
y'all
don't
have
have
did y'all
now.
have a bad falling out, or y'all was still friends right today? Or I
Oh,
mean,
we
was
had
it
bad
on the
time
girl? I
now
mean,
over money.
oh, with money. Okay, so yeah, money can bring up the damper into a friendship when you tell that person you're gonna pay them back or whatever. Yeah, it will put a damper in a friendship. But was it worth was it worth losing a friend, or it was worth keeping that friend?
I wasn't even mad about the money. You know, it's not money. It's nothing. So I wasn't mad about it. I already have a friend and money.
Right, 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 right. Because a friend go a long way. A friend, a real friend, you take to the grave. You know what I'm talking about? That's a real friend. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
most definitely a real friend.
Yes, ma'am. So that's why I chill by myself now. I don't go nowhere. I go to work, come home. I don't got no friends.
Right,
They always say,
Miss Brisa, you gotta know. Miss Brisa, you gotta know what to catch and what to throw back when you get a friend.
oh yeah, you right about that. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, you got to be careful. Be careful.
This day and age, you have to safeguard yourself. I mean, we meet people, we're always on a general sense. If we're good God and fearing people, we're gonna have an optimistic view of that person if we first come across that individual. You know, on a general sense. I'm not speaking about no particular individual. I'm speaking the general principle here. One best way is if you really take a liking to a person on your personal level and you have a personal relationship with the Almighty, then you're going to ask him to show you to your true friends and then really trust and believe that. That's the twist I like to put on things about correlating with your relationship with the God as you know him. He will show you if you just trust him. You got to trust him first and not just trust your own, you can trust your own instincts to a certain point. But if you spiritually connected, then he's gonna automatically show you, he's gonna put the intuition into your mind about everybody around you if you really have that faith.
Yeah, that's true.
And on another note right there, some of the characteristics that you could exercise further is exercising some of the attributes of God, which one being, out of 99 I know of, forgiveness can be one. First thing you have to do is forgive people. I mean, look past, sometimes small things and petty things that people do, because sometimes your perspective can be wrong about that individual or wrong about how they came at you or you came at them or anyway.
Right.
But lastly, I'm not gonna let the flow go on. Never forget. Pay attention though. Pay attention to what happened so that it will not happen again. You know the saying, they say first time shame on who?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh?
Jamal Hampton said, "Happy Mother's Day to everyone. My friend, I know they mom and they know mine. Amen." Hello, Miss Lysandra. Glad you see you come into the chat, man. Glad to have you here. Okay. Miss Free Black said, "Ain't no such thing as friends, only associates." That is so true, Miss Black. That's so true. Yes, that's so true. Only friends. You know what I'm saying? You said that right. You're right. You're right. Like I said, you get older, you have one friend I know once you get older, just that one person you can confide in, that you may be knowing a long time, but and now in the decades that we are in now, there's no friends really. Um if it is, you got to really just know them and you really just feel comfortable with them. So I feel comfortable with my friends, that I met here on YouTube. I got a lot of new friends I met on YouTube, and I'm very thankful for them, and you know they are wonderful to me, and I can't express that I will not trade them for nothing in the world. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, those things do happen. So I guess little boy fell off the chat, but that's quite all right. So anything else you want to say, Mr. Pert?
Just to keep, like what the saying says, keep your eyes open. I mean, I know it's just a lot of things going on nowadays that's warped a lot of the perspectives people have on life, such as big generation gaps now. If you look at the way people would, the moral aspect of our communities, and some of us in our 40s and 50s know when the community was structured. Right. Now we don't have no structure. I wonder why. That's another story. But all in all, the people that you circle with, you got to make sure they solid, man. I'm not saying this is true on every aspect, but check a person out if you tell them no sometime and see how they react.
Right.
I mean, that'll tell you some things, but it may not tell you the whole picture. But it's something to think about. It's something to look at. I mean, in this day and age, we got to especially put protection on our personal selves as far as what we tell people, what we disclose to people. I mean, everybody's not worthy of your most inner secrets all the time.
Right. They're not. But like I said, you get to trust somebody. So who are you going to trust? You get to trust somebody. I mean, I know you're going to trust the Lord, but of course, but who can you trust? You know what I'm saying? But I know you can trust yourself. I know that much. You can trust yourself no matter what. You can be trusted. You can trust yourself if nobody else trusts you. You know what you will and what you won't do. You know what you will go for and what you won't go for. But since I know that a lot of children in school and everything, and some kids don't have the structure at home to learn what a friend means, or to learn how to be loyal, or to learn how to be trustworthy, because it's not taught in the home. You know what I mean? So a lot of kids that we have that's out in the world now, a lot of them don't know what friendship means. They don't know how to conduct themselves. You know what I'm saying? And we have to bring that back into our homes, y'all, how to teach our kids how to conduct themselves, how to be a proud man. You know what I'm saying? How to be a responsible man. You know what I'm saying? How to be a responsible lady, a proud woman, a strong woman, not a woman that think that she can depend on a man to do things for her. Not a woman that think that she depends on her friends to do things for her. She's supposed to do things for herself. And that's why I say you can depend on yourself if you can't depend on anyone else, and you will not cheat yourself, and you will not put your own self down. That's why I say that, it's you, you know what I'm saying? But that's on another subject. But like I said, we have to bring up friendship in our home, and how to teach our kids how to be friends, and how to know when a friend is in need, or when a friend is crying out for help, or when a friend just want to talk. Sometimes our kids don't know that, because like I said, it hasn't been taught in the home. So we need to teach them things in our home, how to handle them things, when you are faced with them things, because those certain things you are faced with daily, and sometimes they may be the wrong things when it's approached to you at that time of the moment. But like I said, you got to take care of yourselves. We must take care of ourselves, everyone. We must.
On that note, what you were saying about the children.
Yes.
I'm thinking about, the aspect of how the state has gotten more involved with the domestic affairs of the household now, in contrast to when I was growing up, like in the early 70s. The state was not getting involved like that. I mean, you just got your butt whooped and that was it. I mean, it wasn't none of that compromising with your tantrums, compromising with your hang-ups on life, or what you don't want to do, or wasn't none of that.
Right.
I mean, the things were structured. When them street lights came on, guess what was happening? I bet you wasn't no kids around. When the beer joint opened at night, I bet you wasn't no kids now. I could go, but anyway. That's
what? When my mom had friends come over, she had my mom had friends, but we was on like so many friends she had. She didn't have a house full of friends. She might have like one home girl, and that one home girl was her sister, and then that one homeboy was her sister's boyfriend that she'd been knowing for many, many years. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if you just got to be, you got to just be strong. You got to just be mindful on things like that, Perp. You know what I'm saying? You know, when it come down to how you choose certain things and how you do things in your household, because kids do look at things like that.
Right.
You know.
Right.
And that's why I say we need to teach our kids how to be friends, you know, because kids do watch their parents. Kids watch their parents when they're small. Kids watch their parents when they're growing up. All of that, you know what I'm saying? That's right, Breeze. Breeze said, if your friendship isn't grounded in Christ, there will be no foundation. Here's a huge difference. Oh, there's a huge difference between friends and associates. Yes, ma'am, there sure is, a Breeze. There's a lot of difference between friends and associates, you know.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You're gonna association is something you're not gonna have no control over. I mean, I'm not saying you have to stay around individuals, but you're gonna be around other humans. You gotta coexist on this earth with other humans.
Right.
So you know what they say about self-preservation is the law of nature there.
Right.
I mean, you got to preserve your own integrity, you got to control your own morality and all such. You know, your especially women, y'all especially have to be with the modest thing. Yeah. I know the modesty has been taken out the culture, but I mean, it could still be embedded in the individual that wants to, you know, emerge and get to the next level in their life as far as living. I mean, on a lot of different aspects.
Right. You know, let me just say this, that we have our young women's mothers. We have young women in our homes. A lot of young women don't know how to do certain things, you know what I'm saying? While our kids are hanging out with their friends, we need to be teaching them how to cook, you know, how to bake, you know what I'm saying? How to wash clothes properly, how to clean the house properly. Our young ladies don't know how to do that, but they know how to get with their friends and get their toes done, their hair, wear the best clothing, you know. You know, when you get a friend like this that's going to have fun and want to do hang out all the time, that may not be the friend for you. But I mean, there's something wrong with hanging out, doing schoolwork. You know, as long as your schoolwork is on point, your house is clean. I mean, yeah, you can do things like that with your friends, you know. But and that way, when you do things like that with your friends, it will also teach your friends when you go home to your house how to keep your house kept up as well as your friend did. You know, that's a good thing about having a good friend. You know what I'm saying? Some things you may not know as far as growing up and being a young woman, and that her parents or her mother taught her things as she was growing up as being a young woman. Her mother gave her those tools to be a lady. So maybe that one girl could teach her friends how to be a young lady with the tools that she learned from her mother as being a good structured mom, a good strong mom in the home who's really concerned about her child, who she socialized with, the way she dresses, who she's on the phone with, you know, those kind of friends that we need to keep our friends in contact with mothers like that who's on top of their kids, you know what I'm saying? Not knowing where their kids are, because friends can lead you into a disaster. You know, I'm not going to say trouble. I'm just going to say a disaster. A friend can lead you to a disaster. You have to be that other friend who got the stronger mind than that friend who can lead you to disaster, and let them know, no, you don't have to be going this kind of way to destruction. You know what I'm saying? There's a brighter light on the other end. So we got to keep those friends handy, y'all. We got to. We must, you know.
It ain't all about being accepted. They don't have to accept your decision. To go back to what I was saying about self-preservation. I mean, you got to preserve yourself first, and not, you know, especially in the young people, you know, the ones that's trying to get some acceptance, trying to find themselves an identity. You know, these are people that really fall victim to a lot of peer pressures, you know, when they're young, especially if they're neglected in the household and the mama want to sit up and do her thing and not pay attention to her children, and then they find some guidance somewhere else, and then that guidance might not be the guidance that's essential for their life.
Right.
They can make a split decision that could just alter their whole lifetime just for the simple fact that you was over here trying to do your thing and not paying attention to your child.
Right. You're doing something totally different. I mean, her friends got her distracted in the wrong way then. the mother. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, even though you're grown, you still can be taught different things that you thought you knew and you really didn't know. You know what I'm saying? It's always room for growth when it comes down to being a friend. You know what I'm saying? Or being loyal. You know, and when you're a friend, loyalty and trustworthy is a must. You know what I'm saying? You can't forget the loyalty and trustworthy when it comes down to being a friend or knowing a friend.
Yeah, on a different twist there. We're not. I don't. I'm not saying change who you are or
Okay.
become. Too. You can't. The people that do. Say it in the good book. They said about doing evil for evil and all that. You just have to still be the loyal individual that you are. If that's what your heart tells you to be, then be that. Who
Right.
cares if somebody call you weak or what have you? Humility exalts an individual. I'm gonna repeat that again. Humility exalts an individual. It doesn't degrade them. Why?
Right.
For the simple fact that you're able solid enough to take whatever opposition come to you and not even fold.
Okay, Pretty Black said a friend should be able to tell you when you're wrong without getting offended, upset, or mad. That's true, Pretty Black. But they still get mad. People still get mad, even though you try to be honest with them. You know what I'm saying? People still, and you're right. It's not a friend when the friend can't take criticism from a person that they call their friend, being their friend all these years. You know what I'm saying? So you're definitely right about that. Most definitely, have heard.
Yes, that's true.
That's true. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. So I hope everybody had a good Mother's Day. I hope everybody had a good dinner, good Mother's Day dinner. Got your many wishes that you wanted for Mother's Day. Me myself, I just had a great dinner. Been spending time with her. Right now, I got a bottle of Carlos Rossi in the freezer right now. Wait for my wine to get cold for later on tonight. So I'm gonna sit and drink wine and probably watch a good movie or something like that. Just chill out, just getting ready for my Monday. Perp getting ready for his Monday. With his new position and everything.
I got a quote I wanted to, put in there.
A quote.
If they pay
Okay.
attention to this, it'll make a whole lot of sense.
Okay.
It says, "Let not the hatred of others swerve you to injustice." I'm gonna repeat that. Let not the hatred of others swerve you to injustice. People are gonna hate you whether you're doing good. People are gonna hate you because you're doing bad. No matter what you do, remember this: people are gonna always have something to say anyway.
Correct. Correct.
So you just gotta be flexible on your feet like them trees out there and let the wind blow by. If you catch where I'm coming from.
Right, right. Miss Lysandra says she's at work. Well, Miss Lysandra, I'm glad that you're listening to me at work, and thank you very much, and happy Mother's Day to you, ma'am. Most definitely. Let's see. But thank you, Miss Marquette. Miss Marquette said happy Mother's Day to Perp and all the ladies. Let's see, all the ladies. My thing went off. Let's see. There we go. To all the ladies that don't let no one spoil your day. Blessings. Amen, Miss Marquette. No one spoil your day, And you're not supposed to be cooking dinner. You're not supposed to be washing the clothing. You're not supposed to be in the house hell raising. Today is our day. And let's take it to the fullest,
Appreciate that.
Take it to the fullest. Take it to the fullest, Every day is Mother's Day, really. If you be honest, every day is Mother's Day. Let's talk about this. There's not a day we don't go without being a mother. We washing, cleaning, cooking, thinking for you, answering questions, being a 100, yeah. So, we're mothers every day. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers who's a mother every day. Most definitely. Go ahead, Perp.
Yes, Perp. This is another thing we can put out there so people don't get a misunderstanding.
Okay.
When you say pay attention to the people you're around, we've been paying attention to each other for a long time.
Yes, we have. We have.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it ain't like we just over here trying to just do things. I mean, we live real life here. I mean, this is not something. I don't talk much because I'm a individual. I'm a thinker. I'm a knowledge seeker. I sit in the background. I research things. I find out things. I work. Been working since I was 16 years old, and I'm fixing to be 50 next month.
Amen.
So I guarantee you, if I file for Social Security disability, I guarantee you I'll be getting 2 checks because I've been working pretty much all my life. My grandfather was a workaholic, and he raised one.
Right.
For anybody to think that past that is this, that, and other, hey, I get it.
Right. Right.
No, I'm saying because I be in the background, you know, I'm not saying that anybody said anything. I'm saying I'm putting that out there straightforward.
Right.
I'm a go-getter for real.
Right.
I don't play no games when it comes to going out there and get it. I will get up at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. Why? Because I got an alarm clock that's gonna wake me up. And if she can tell you the exact truth, and she don't lie about nothing. She'll tell you I will get my butt up and go to work.
I believe what they told me. My granny, my grandpa, my mama. If a man don't work, he ain't gonna be eating. And believe you me, I believe in that full force. Full force. I believe in that. I believe in that 100%, Perk. You know, because a man's supposed to know how to do everything on far as the outside, as far as the home. Back in the day, I was told that the women supposed to take care of everything inside the home, and the men took care of everything outside the home.
She typing up too.
Yeah.
Keep up with all these comments, Marquette.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful,
you know,
sister.
So yeah. So you know, like I said, we busy women every day. We're women who can multitask. We can multitask 6 things at one time, huh, ladies? So a man can only multitask one thing at one time, and he swear up and down that he is doing the most, you know. But he had to realize that women can do about 6 things at one time. We can multitask our butts off. Shoot. We can hold a baby and bike him. We can hold a baby and wash a dish or two. We can hold a baby and do whatever we need to do, but we can multitask. So we're moms. We're moms every day. So happy Mother's Day to all the moms who are mothers every day. And I do believe that's everybody in the chat. Most definitely. Marquez said, ladies, love yourself first before someone can love you. And that's not just for love between a man and woman, but your true friends, true. Adjust your crown every day, ladies. Amen, Marquez. Adjust your crown. If you ladies don't have a song, remember that song by Mary J. Blige. Good morning. You know, it's song Good Morning, Beautiful. Yeah. You know, tell yourself you're beautiful every day. You know, no matter what somebody else say about you, it don't matter. Because as long as you know how you look and what you felt like the day before and what you feel like that day, you know if you're beautiful. And every woman to me is beautiful no matter what, because we can look ugly having a baby, and ugly is not ugly at that time. We're really looking beautiful when we having our kids. You know what I'm saying? So we're beautiful every day, ladies. So let that be the reason to let a man know, get yourself together. Don't worry about me, because I got what? I got me as a woman. I'm going to take care of me. You know what I'm saying? So, Mr. Perk.
Yeah, that's you're breeding. If an individual listens to them concepts she putting out there, man, she's basically saying things that will build a strong, independent woman. You know, women are, you know, have come a long way within the last like 50, 60 years. You know, it's been a big emergence in the movement of women, but men tend to exhibit that, take that the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
If you got a strong woman, stay with that woman.
Well, you know, they say it's a strong man, it's a strong woman behind every black man or every man. That's what they say, and I believe that. You know, but a woman can only be strong as she can be. You know, some men try to break strong women down, but that strong women's gonna say, "Hell no, I'm not gonna let you break me down. I'm strong. I'm a strong black woman. I'm beautiful." You know, and it means they can't handle women like that. There's friends who can handle friends like that, who's strong. You know, you need a strong friend to have your back. Every woman needs a strong friend, not just a friend to tell you, girl, you look so cute, girl. I like what you got on. No, no. Tell me when I'm screwed up. You know, I'm gonna be strong regardless of how you tell me how I look or how I feel, but I will respect you more if you could tell me, really be truthful to me about me. You know what I'm saying? Don't sugarcoat nothing with me. Just come out and tell me, because believe you me, I can understand. You know what I'm saying? And it's something we can always talk about, you know. But yeah, I can do all that, hurt. All that. Yes. Like I said, I am a good friend. And I always will be a good friend, you know. Like I said, we need to learn what friendship means as grown women. You know what I'm saying? As some grown women don't know what friendship means, but we got to learn that, yeah. If we don't know what friendship means as a grown person, maybe it's maybe something you need to pray about. You know, ask the Lord to guide you to the right place to learn what a friendship means and what a friend is, or give you the vision, you know, while you sleep, what a friend is. You know what I'm saying? You know, and also in case you didn't know, friends are sometimes humble. You have some friends are raw, and you have those humble friends, and you may have a humble and raw friend all in one. And I refer to have a friend and raw friend, a raw friend and a friend all in once. I can deal with that. I can deal with the truth. You know, I can. If my friend tell me the truth about myself, I can deal with that. I can handle it, and I will respect my friend even more better than anything if they are truthful to me. You know, that's how I feel. I really, really do. I do.
I mean, they wouldn't be a friend if they wasn't truthful. I mean, just yeah, that makes a whole lot of sense about being truthful. You know, that's the only way you could tell a true friend. That goes back to what I was saying about the self-preservation part.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and put it raw like this here. Then look, you got to go and set your boundaries with everybody. I don't care who it is.
Right.
You got to set the boundaries that and stay in your own comfort zone. I mean, you can't allow nobody to come in and dictate this. Okay, I'm gonna go and put this twist on it.
Mm-hmm.
You're a foreman, right?
Right.
You're building a brick house, right? I know you're not finna let nobody sneak no wood over there in the pile of supplies you need to build that house, because it's not a wooden house.
That's right.
Huh?
That's right.
Stop letting people bring you all this wood when you're trying to build a brick house.
Say it again one more time for the ones in the background, as Miss Marquez say.
Letting people bring you all this wood when you building a brick house.
That's right. That's right.
That's a general statement. If you take that statement and break it down and apply it to your life, I guarantee you're going to be meeting your goals more than anything else. Why? Because nothing else distracted you. Stop being distracted by social media. Stop being distracted by Instagram. Stop being distracted by Facebook. Stop being distracted by YouTube. Focus on yourself. And
That's
what
right.
you're trying to do matters your gender.
That's right.
That's straight discrimination. If I discriminate against women, then that would get me sued if I had a business. We got to be careful about that.
Yeah.
About the gender thing, about the religion thing, about the race thing. There's only one race on this planet, the human race.
Amen. The only race. That's right. That's right. That's correct. You know, but people don't see it like that. So I guess we're the ones who are on different. We're on a different island, I guess, from everybody else. I guess, you know, because some people don't see it like that. But that's exactly how it is, Kurt. It really is. Do you have long-term friends right now? As today, at your age, you're almost 50. Or you have long-term friends?
Yeah, I got a friend right here in Dallas. We've been friends ever since we was little bitty kids.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm not going to cap on nothing, but you know, I had got her down on my luck a couple of years ago.
Right.
Was basically borderline homeless. I could never be homeless because I never burnt bridges. Another on that note, be careful about burning bridges, because guess what? You might have to cross back.
Amen. Amen.
Amen. But remember that, you know, and This man seen the sincerity in my situation. He just went right in his pocket and gave me $300 and had me put up somewhere. I say, man, go lay your head somewhere so you can think. That's what a true friend is.
Amen.
Not the one that sit up there and try to talk bad about you. You know that old fool came by here trying to do this, that, and the other, this, that. You know what I'm talking about. That's not a true friend. That's what you call a benefactor. The only time he's gonna deal with you if he can benefit from you.
Right.
Remember that too.
Right.
Sometimes you can bait the friends in. I used to bait them in sometime in the other cities I lived in. I pretty much lived all over Texas. But so I didn't bait them in sometime. They thought they got them a few dollars and they just, that was how much it cost to cut them off.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you got to run what they call an acid test. Differentiate the real from the fake. That's what an acid test is. Do them.
Right.
If you feel an acid test time coming on, write that down, take it with you. Do some acid tests. Play broke for a week and see how many people be around you or something. I mean, if you feel that way, I ain't telling nobody to do that. I mean,
yeah,
it's tactics you can use to keep protection on yourself and your respect. If an individual pay attention to people, how people play with you too. I mean, take that for what it's worth.
Right, right. People will play with you, your feelings and your emotions when they know that you're a good friend. They will take advantage of you, you know, and that's when you, the person who's been that good friend has to know, you know, when to say when and when to say not, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel on that part, you know. But you know, we have to be mindful, and you know, sometimes we want friends, and be excited to get friends, but sometimes you gotta you have to observe your friends, you know. Sometimes you get to sit back and see how they do move. I'm serious.
Yeah, remember that saying? It's not what you do, it's how you do it. That's right. I don't care what you're doing around me. That really basically is not my business if it don't pertain to me. But how you do it could draw attention and to whoever may be looking for you or something. And then I mess around and be caught up in the situation because I didn't sit up there and observe you from the jump. You was a snake from the jump, and you done got me put right in the category with you. Right. Because they say birds of a feather flock together. So I'm not flocking with no snakes. Right. What that dude say on that song, and I mean, yes, from a song, ain't no lyrics. He say, keep the grass cut and the snakes to show.
You better shut your mouth.
Say, you want to know who really real, start telling, no, you know, I ain't gonna use the N-word.
Yeah, yeah. But that's true though, Perk.
Juicy J said it on the song, a rapper.
Now, what did Birdman say?
Oh, Birdman, you know, I watched a little old short video on him. You know, I jump around on a little short video sometime to check out some if the celebrities got some type of wisdom for me or something. But say what you will about, you know, Birdman, but this guy said something so profound, man. I mean, it's still sticking with me. He talked about the difference between envy and hate. Okay, give it to me. He said, man, you don't have to worry about hate, because hate is far off. Those people are not around you. They just hating from a distance. He said, but envy, he said, that's more dangerous. Why? Because them are individuals that's right around you, close to you, around you. So he said envy is just more detrimental than hate. Right. So basically he was telling you to watch close to people around you right there in that statement. That's probably how a lot of them keep their money, because they know about the people around them and they know handle them accordingly. Right. And that's how they know how they are and what they will go for, what they won't go for. That's right. You know, that's a good thing about that. You know, and when you said that, what Birdman said, you know, that's really a true statement. You know, and something you also have to look for when you're out there gathering your associates up and things of that sort. So that's so true, you know, on that end. You know, that's a really good statement. I appreciate you for that, because so when they say to my, I love the haters, yeah, I love you. Why? Because I can see you. I can see what you're about. But the envious one, he's right there smiling and kikiing with you. Right. He's right there accepting your blunt when you pass it to him or what have you. Right. Laughing. Right. But in his heart, that's a hypocrite.
Right.
Why? Because he's displaying something verbally that's different in contrast to what's really in his heart. In his heart, he's saying, "I wish this nigga would shut up."
Right. But he ain't gonna tell you though.
He's not gonna tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon, it's another saying that say, when they meet you, they say they with you. He said, but when they're alone with the evil ones, they bite off the very tips of their fingers at you. But guess what God's gonna do? He's gonna tell them, perish in your rage. I know the secrets of the hearts. I know what's in your heart already. So you perishing in that thought, you perishing in that hate, you perishing in that envy, you perishing in all of that. Why? Because you let your heart be deceived to be that evil.
Marquez said that's why you gotta be slow. Let me go back to it again. I keep on going on. You say? Marquez said that's why we got to be slow to speak and listen to watch. That's right, Marquez. We got to be. We got to be. It's always best to wait before you open your mouth and say something. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know when the next person will come up with the next subject and gonna bite them in the butt. So just wait for it.
It's not a little quick scenario that I ain't saying it's a parable.
Yeah.
Just think about this. This guy, let's say he was in an institution or somewhere, and he was just a real envious, hatred individual, even though he had money and everything. I mean, he had everything he wanted. He didn't need no friends. He didn't need nobody, right?
Okay.
So he made a whole lot of enemies because some of these cats probably was not as fortunate as him, and he just set up all the time like he was all that. And so nobody really is gonna like this individual, right?
Okay.
So let's say one day he's sitting up there eating on a chicken bone, but he way up there where nobody can reach him, and the same dudes that he was treating real bad walk by and see him choking on that bone. What you think they're gonna do?
They're gonna keep on going. They don't care.
The moral of the story is this here. Try in your best. I repeat this, try in your best to never make enemies in this world. Can we do that? Can we try to just, sometimes, get outside of ourselves, outside of our pride and our egos and how we view things and just do that? Now, that's hard to swallow nowadays because the devil done got everything taken over out here now. He got everybody thinking the total opposite. Everything that's good is perceived to be bad. Everything is bad is deemed to perceived to be good.
Yeah, it is. And they're twisting everything up now. Everything's getting twisted. From what we believed in, we was growing up with the belief and the training and the good stern training that we got when we was young. Those beliefs and those things just don't even really exist anymore. They have changed things around so much in the world that, it's like I'm learning all over again because things it's not the same.
Wow,
not at all, at all. So yeah, most definitely, Perk. Most definitely.
Y'all hit that like button for us, please.
I just want to let everyone know that Vino Entertainment TV is doing a school supply drive for next year. And the school started back in August. And we are doing a donation for school supplies for pencils, crayons, backpacks, and things of that sort. Tissue, nose tissues, and things like that. And if you want to give a donation, that's fine. If not, that's great too. But if you'd like to give a donation to help a kid out with some pencils or some notebook paper or some folders or binders or colors or construction paper and anything like that, you can donate to Vino Cash App to $ Vino Entertainment TV, and I will make sure those kids will get those donations as far as school supplies when the new year start out for 2023. What made me do this drive is because I do like kids. I am a people person. I am a God's child. And not only that, I know that things are hard right now. Bills and gas and, things is just basically being overpriced right now. And some things parents are not able to get right now. And even parents that's in the mid-class neighborhood or the lower class neighborhood may not get school supplies for their kids. So my thing is to get enough donations to get school supplies for the kids of the community, and where they can have a good start off year with the school supplies that I'm going to offer to them as well. I do want to be out more in the community. I am going to be out more in the community, dealing with fathers, mothers, crime victims, like, who parents who have lost loved ones to firearm violence, or a sister or a brother, men also get are in domestic violence. I want to be in a community to speak with people who has been in domestic violence, who have been in molestation. I want to get out in the community and work with the community and show them that there are good people who do, and people do care about other people besides themselves. You know what I'm saying? And I do for myself. I care about myself, but I do care for other people. And I do love the elders. I love kids. I love people, period. I love my friends. I'm thoughtful. I'm humble. And that's
be going off all day.
yeah, my phone constantly go off. But I just want to help more in the community and do more in the community as far as with myself, and make me feel better, make the kids feel better, make the parents feel better, even make the school teachers feel better that their kids, their students in their classroom have the correct tools to start out within the school year. I do like that very much. Thank you all very, very much. Miss Marquette said, yes, everyone, it's a great cause to help a lot of kids. Let's be a blessing to someone less fortunate. Amen, Miss Marquette. Amen. Because there are people that is less fortunate. And I don't know, but I had thought about putting a little food house up with canned goods, but I don't have a yard to do that, to put canned goods up for some of the homeless people who may be hungry or something like that. But I wish I did. I would have it so stocked where they wouldn't be hungry or standing on the street asking for quarter, nickel, dimes. Me, myself, I give money out, but I give it out only if I feel that you really need it. But I do give money out. At the red light, I give money out. I might be going to the store, I might give money out. I believe that one day me and Perp was at the gas station, and a guy walked up, wanted to pump the gas, but I had a man in the car, so I didn't need no one pump my gas for me. You know what I mean? So Perp did get out and pump that gas real good. And he did shake the gas thing so it can get our gas out at the same time. I don't leave no gas in the gas pump, in the gas pump. But so I want to do that. So if I ever have a yard, anything like that, I'm going to build a little house to donate canned goods and water and things like that. I would love to do that as well, for the community, or for other neighborhoods. If they can come to where I'm at, they can do that as well. So I think that would be a good idea. But every year I'm going to try to do the school drive every year. That's my goal, to do the school drive every year. I'm going to try to do get some food together. I have a son that's a real good person, that's good on the grill. So, I might have him cook some hot dogs or some patties on the grill one day, just for some of the homeless people that where he stays. It's a lot of homeless people there. So I might just one day just go out there and just go to the store, Sam's somewhere, and buy a lot of hamburger meat and buns and weenies and everything, and feed the homeless one day. I'm going to take my time out to be very positive. I want this to be a positive show. I love positive people. And when you're positive, I can feel positive vibes through you to come to me. And I don't get to have my positive vibes feeling from me to you as well. I would like for that very much, as well. Most definitely. Anything you want to say, Kurt?
I'm sitting there thinking, yeah. Thank you, Marquette, for the support.
Marquette, I love Marquette.
Because it's good to put concepts out there, but it's much better when you have people that coincide with the cause. I mean, we have positive intentions for everything we're doing here. I mean, there's nothing negative about it. We don't want anybody coming on here with any type of negative concepts about things. We want optimistic minds here, you know, leave that pessimistic stuff somewhere else.
That's right.
I mean, and once again, happy Mother's Day to all you mothers out there. I know y'all can't hear that enough. Even though, hey, I'm gonna say this too, you know, even though may my mother, you know, rest in heaven, you know, I was blessed to had a presence of my mother because we were very tight.
Amen.
And I believe she raised a real man. I believe that in myself. You know, I don't sugarcoat being soft about nothing. You know,
right?
I mean, I love this woman here truly, and I say that in front of everybody. You know, and I'm here to support her. Whatever she do, I'm right here to support her. But I'm not. I will challenge things, but you know, I'm the type of individual I like to give people leeway and let them, you know, make their own decisions in life. But I like to assist individuals towards a solution instead of trying to address problems all the time.
Right.
If we could try that, I mean, if each and every individual listening to what I'm saying right now, try to focus on that and try to be a little bit more flexible and jump outside of ourselves sometime, that could start a change. Because somebody can be watching you and emulate that. And then the cycle keeps going. Then we have a positive energy that just keeps on germinating through people's minds.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
Yeah, Marquette. Yeah, it's great. You're right, Marquette. We only get one. I wish mine was here too.
Most definitely. You know, let me just say this. You know, when we were young, when we were 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, you know, we just really didn't know, I guess, about the love that our parents had for us. You know what I'm saying? But as we got older, we knew, as we became teenagers, you know, that our parents loved. I mean, we know when we're young, but we know as far as in our mind, as we got older, you know, and that's how we know we start building a relationship with our parents. We get closer, you know, things of that sort, you know. So, you know, it's always good to be close with your kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I miss my mom too. And I think my mom been gone 6 years, but it seemed like it's like yesterday or the day before, you know, when she left me, you know, I still have the same feelings, you know. I still cry, you know.
5 years ago.
5 years ago?
March. Matter of fact, you know, such like some months, it's like you had those months. March is one of those months for me.
March is a bad month for you. Yeah.
Because I lost my mom.
You lost your mom, right.
To the physical realm anyway.
Yeah, you know, I just want to say that everyone, when people pass away, every person passing hits different. You know, no one's passing hits the same. You know what I mean? In your family, you know. When I lost my mom, it felt different. You know, when I lost my dad, it felt different. When I lost my brother, it felt different. My grandma, my grandfather, and when I lost my son, it felt different. So every death that I've had upon me in my family members, in my family, it all hit different. It all felt different. Each and every one felt so different. It didn't feel the same. They all felt different, you know.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it didn't really hit me about my mom until like about 45 minutes to an hour later. I mean, we was trying to do a barbecue down there close to where I was staying at, and just so happened a neighbor that watches my house say he saw one of my cousins come to my house banging on the door, saying it was an emergency. And I'm like, well, maybe somebody just sick or something. You know, I didn't. In my deepest thoughts, would I ever thought that my mom had just passed away?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I tore up to her house before she even got home. And she was like, did you ever talk to anybody tonight? I'm like, no, I ain't talked to nobody. But you know, your mama just passed away. I mean, I literally threw my cell phone down the street. Just out of reaction.
Yeah.
I still didn't find the back to it. I used it for about 2 months after that without the back to it.
Long as it worked though, huh?
And about 30 minutes later, I went live on Facebook. I don't think I still had that video, but
Yeah.
It was a sad video.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
I'm sorry about that, Perk. You know, I'm
March 27, 2017.
I'm sorry about that. Like I said, everyone who's passing is different, you know, and it's part of life, you know. It's just part of life. I wish that part of life that I didn't know about, that I didn't have to learn about. But my mom always said that you're not here to stay, you're just here to visit.
That's right.
My mom told me that constantly. My mom was my best friend. That was such a good best friend I could ever have in my life. Ever was my mom. My mom was 100. She kept it real. She was straight. She didn't sugarcoat it. She knew each one of her kids had different personalities. She knew that we all moved differently. My mom, when she was living, she kept the family together. You know, she kept us strong. She kept us strong. She wanted always had the barbecues or the house parties or the gatherings and things like that. Yeah, she always was the one that was say was right, wasn't right. She was the one that gave you. She was the one in the family that gave you that look, that one time. That's all she needed, and you better go sit down somewhere because she gonna get you. She's gonna get you, you know. But yeah, I miss my mom. She's my financial best friend, my doctor, my home girl, my go-to buddy, my talk-to friend. You know, I saw my mom almost every day. Every single day I saw my mom. And you know, I still have a vision of my mom, a good memory, good laughter, you know. I have good thoughts about my mom. And those good thoughts make me smile. When it make me smile, that makes me feel bright. You know, like the sun has shined on me, you know what I'm saying? And that makes me feel really, really good. And I like that. I really do. I do, you know. But yeah. But Perk, you know, you are also my friend. Let me just say that you're my friend as well. You're my friend. You've been the same person since I've been knowing you. About 2 years. Almost 2 years now. Mm-hmm. You've been the same person that I've been knowing all this time. You know, we do argue. Everybody argues. Everybody have a, you know, and you know, but we don't. We argue. We say certain things, but when we say certain things, we leave it there.
Right.
We don't go on and go on and go on and go on and go on. When he say what he needs to say, and I'm definitely gonna say, he's not gonna walk away and me not say nothing. That would never work out, never ever. So when he say what he gonna say, of course I'm gonna say what I want to say, you know. And when I say what I want to say, and he give me that look, I give him that look. He go one way and I go the other way. We leave it just like that, you know what I'm saying? And we don't talk about it no more. The next day, it's like it never happened. It's still my homeboy, my dog, my ace boon coon. But he's still my friend no matter what. You know, like I said, we get into it, but we don't go all those name callers and all that stuff because that's one thing I will not have. And I may have called him a name or two before when I'm really pissed off and we were just really meeting each other good or whatever. But, you know, he don't take it so personally now. I think he's forgiven me for those bad words, hurt.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I really appreciate that. You know,
I'm just still going on what I talked about earlier. Yeah, you forgive, but you don't forget.
That's right. You forgive, but you don't forget. That's right. But it's a learning process, though. Remember,
I'd like to say this too. We can go and get on some real things here.
Let's go.
I prayed to God a long time ago.
Thank you, Marquette. I love you, Marquette.
I had asked him, to have somebody, similar to my grandmother because of the way she raised me. She was the backbone of the family. Mm-hmm. A lot of responsibilities fell on her that really shouldn't be. And I see the same thing that you're doing here. A lot of responsibilities and stuff is falling on you, and you're able to maintain it as well.
Right.
That's a sign of a strong, independent woman, and I'm very attracted to that.
Marquis said exactly. No relation is perfect. Respect goes a long way. Amen. Perp and Pastor Perp. Yes, ma'am. Marquis. It goes a long way. You got to give it to ordinary to get. You got to give respect ordinary to get it. You know what I mean? And you're right, Perp. When you said earlier, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. You know. A lot of people don't understand that. Even you don't show emotions, you do show emotion. Your facial emotions. Everybody's like, I don't show emotions, but people have emotions on their face. A lot of people wear their emotions on their face. I don't know if I wear my emotions on my face.
Sometimes
I do, really.
Well, it's not like an emotion. It's like I could tell that something is pricked your conscience and you giving some thought to it. I mean, that don't mean you could be angry. I mean, everybody gonna have a what you call a coping mechanism with everything.
Yeah.
People cope with things different.
Correct.
Never confuse a coping mechanism with negativity. Each individual acts according to their own disposition. Only the disposition you're in, that's how you're gonna act.
Right.
I mean, you may be in a disturbed state of mind at the individual. Everybody's not always in a good mood all the time.
Right.
Yeah, we may put some standards on each other now. No cap and all that old mess. But a lot of people in my family, they put expectations on me as the person that they knew.
Really?
Yeah, it goes back to perspective.
Yeah.
The perspective you're gonna get them. Let's say I ain't seen you in 3 years, right?
Right.
But if I see you after that 3 years, my perspective of you is going to be of what I seen 3 years ago.
3 years ago, right.
It's not going to be of what I've seen now. Yeah, I'm going to have a first impression of what I see now, but I'm still going to be harping on, in my thought, the last thoughts that I had of you.
Right. Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It may not necessarily be your character.
Right.
You may have changed into a whole different individual. You might have went from devil worshiper to the most saintly individual in the church.
Right.
You never know.
You never know.
So, I mean, people can change, but the toleration for people in now age is very short. People attention spans are short. Their patience is short.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything's short.
Right.
Food getting short.
Right.
You don't want to get nobody no stamps no more. I gotta work 2 permanent jobs just to make it. It's rough.
And when you talk about food, Perk, I know I watch a lot of different watch a lot of news. I don't watch TV shows too much. I just basically watch news, nightly news. I watch the nightly news, Lester Holt.
Right.
And they were saying there's going to be a food shortage.
Mm-hmm.
And if that's the case, we need to start getting up on our canned goods and our perishable goods, that we can be able to keep for months, and our water and things that you think you may need, because at this time right now it's pretty rough. It's rough on everybody, unless you're a millionaire. But if you're a millionaire, your stocks might be falling. You know what I mean? Your money might be disappearing right before your eyes. You know what I mean? So yeah, we need to stock up on our food. You know what I'm saying? Our batteries, our flashlights, and things like that. Things that we're gonna really need in this session, because it's coming. It's coming. It's coming quick, because right now it's across the water right now. And so normally what's across the water, it comes where? It comes over here, and it hits much harder here in the United States than it did over across the water. I don't know. So do it's best to get your things and get your house in order. You think your house is in order and you just think it is, you're not for sure?
Mm-hmm.
Get your house in order. But if you're sure your house is in order, you are prepared for the next things that's coming, here for us in the United States. You know what I mean? That's just it.
Go back to what I was saying about letting these people give you all this wood for a brick house.
Well, I don't want no wood for no brick. I just want all brick.
But you got all them big bad wolves running around there blowing at people's houses all the time too.
Yeah, you do.
Better pay attention to them fairy tales.
Some of the fairy tales coming true, huh?
Mm-hmm.
And You're right. If you sit back and watch, I remember a while back we used to watch this show on Adult Swim, and everything that they were showing back then on that show, on the park show, um, it's really coming to life.
Mm-hmm.
It's really coming to life. It's like, how'd you know that? You know what I mean? So it made me think that some of the things that they showing on that show is man made, and that they put it there. You know what I mean? It wasn't there naturally. You know what I'm saying? They it's something that they're doing. You know.
Well, just like I had seen, I don't know if anybody know about this show. It's like a late night show on like the AM frequency. It's called Coast to Coast. I mean, they talk about they get behind the scenes about world events that's happening. They go off into some of these phenomena, but you just got to filter that stuff out too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But this guy came on. He was speaking about, this was the instance when the COVID situation started, and everybody was still trying to figure out why them people in Hong Kong was over there tripping with these masks on, and we still running carefree over here.
Yeah, because they came over
Watch
here yet.
this. So just think about it. This guy saying that it was a book that was written by an author named Dean Koontz, and it was speaking about a lab in China that started a virus. This book was wrote in 1980. But it's just, I'm just telling people just to read and research things. I'm not trying to bring nobody.
It's good to read though. It's good to
just read. Put it that way. I'm gonna put it that way and just leave it at that.
You have to read now, because you can't believe what people say now. You have to really go do your own research. You know what I'm saying, on what's going on, because so many different stories, things been twisted around from when you first heard it from the beginning. So yeah, you got to do your own research. That's the best way.
You subscribe to the channel, Rose. You didn't get your
Hey Rose.
Notice. Look at it.
Man, thank you for showing up, Rose.
Appreciate you. Hit that like button, bro.
But yeah, we got to take care of that perp though. We really do. We got to do a little bit better with our babies. We got to show them the right way. We can't keep showing them the wrong way, and then when they do it, we be surprised. We can't be surprised when our kids do things, ladies and gentlemen, because they learned it from the best. They learned it from us, or they learned it from their close friends. That's why I said, know who your kids hang around, know who you hang around. Right. You have to sit back and observe. You got to listen. You got to watch every movement to know what's really going on. You're grown. If you're an adult, you know what's going on, because guess what? You've done it, or you've been you've been in that position before. You know what I'm saying? So there's no way to not know what's going on, because we're women. We've done some things that our children may be doing, or they trying to do, but we've been there before. If we hadn't been in the position, we've seen it before with our friends or brothers, sisters. We just never know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, just think about this one. I'm gonna put something out. Anybody in the chat can answer this one too. I mean, just think. Do you believe that social media has an impact on a culture? What I'm saying is this here. Just think about this.
Mm-hmm.
When we was growing up, if we had cell phones, what you think things would have been like?
Oh man, we've been out of control. We had cell phone back in the day. Boy, you couldn't tell us nothing. We wouldn't be no good.
Thought here.
We wouldn't be the parents that or the older adults that we are today if we had cell phones back then. Things wouldn't be right.
Smarter. You know why? Because the parents was pushed the children much harder back then than they did now.
Right? Because
we'd have been a whole lot smarter. A lot of us would have been the ones that was already aspiring to get to the next level. They would have automatically been educated.
Right.
Because information. We didn't have information. I mean, information is in abundance now. You can just about talk. I mean, we wasn't getting educated like that.
No, we wasn't.
So the people want, why the kids are so much smarter now. But they got more tools to use than we did.
You have to remember, our parents didn't know that. Some parents didn't know that much back in the day.
Right.
Because they wouldn't have they didn't have a good education.
They was forced to take care of the family at early ages because of poverty. I mean,
I know.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Discrimination. I mean, different things that went on that had people where they was in trouble with financially. I mean, I remember the government cheese and all that stuff.
Oh, man,
for
that's a
real.
good cheese,
I
boy.
mean, hey,
On some toasted bread, boy, you going down with that government cheese. I need some orange juice.
Nobody ashamed of no food stamp. The real food stamp. I ain't talking about no debit card.
Oh, you mean the book? The food
Yeah,
stamp
the
book.
Yeah. We wasn't ashamed of none of that. The powdered milk.
Yeah, powdered milk.
I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
Stop. Wasn't no pride back then.
No, it wasn't. We ate good. We was healthy. We were healthy kids. We were healthy. We didn't have a bunch of diseases, birth disease or the disease that they have today. Back then, we didn't have them certain kind of things going on, And I remember back in the day when my sister was going to school. My sister was like 3 years older than me, and on her arm she has I don't know what kind of shot that was. She got a mark on her arm, like a circle on her arm from when she was a little kid. But they stopped doing that when it got to my year of birth. But today she still has that mark on her arm. And I don't know what it was for. I can't remember what she said it was for, but every kid had to have that one shot in their arm to go to school back in the day. But like I said, it's a little circle. It's a circle on her arm. And it's still there right today. And she's like 58. And she still has a circle on her arm. It was some kind of shot they were giving them back in the day, ordinary for them to go to school. But I just can't remember what it was. It wasn't a
60s.
Yeah, in the 60s, right?
Yeah, because
it wasn't a
my mama had one of them things on her.
My sister's hers on the left side. What side your mom's on?
Probably was on the left.
On the left?
Yeah.
I don't know what they were, but they were something.
The books of Elphas.
You got beans every day. Right, beans, right. The food stuff I got beans. Yeah, that's how you introduce the book all the kind of beans that they had back in the day. But I didn't like beans though back in the day. I only ate one kind of beans. They were pinto beans, and the purple hull peas, but that and to me, I'd be like, why are so many people homeless? Not homeless, but hungry, when we can go feed other people, but we can't feed our people here that's hungry here in the States. I don't understand that. I don't think I ever will.
Make a big deal out of helping other countries. Make a big deal out of that. You ain't gonna make a deal out, not a deal at all out of somebody over here that's out there hungry, begging.
And it really hurts my feeling to see when other states or other people come here to our state and get financial help or get food or get food stamps or things like that. And we have people right here that's been here for years, since birth, and they're hungry, but we can give to other people. That's why it's important for us to take care of our people in our community. I mean, our people, the people in the community, in our community. We have to stick up for the community, but it's not going to happen with one person. It's going to take a whole village to make that happen, to make it be worth something. You know what I mean? It's not going to. It's not one person can't do it by itself. It's going to take a village to help out with the community to make the community strong. And it's what's going to come out to be. Eventually, we're going to be strong in our community. Sure will. Lysandra said, I like pork and beans. I used to like pork and beans when I was a little girl. But I don't eat pork and beans anymore. I eat more like the ranch style beans and stuff like that. But I love pork and beans. Pork and beans are good baked beans. Yes, indeed. They make good baked beans with barbecue. It really do. It really do.
Denise talking about them syrup sandwiches. Yep.
Yeah, Denise.
All that.
Yeah. Denise said, we were forced to eat them or we have to eat a syrup sandwich. Yes. My cousin used to eat mayonnaise sandwich. What in the world is a mayonnaise sandwich? Yeah. I didn't understand the mayonnaise, but yeah, the sugar on toasted bread, cinnamon on toasted bread. And I believe, not to be funny, that some of those old food recipes that we used to have back in the day when we was growing up, we are going to have to get those recipes out and go back to those recipes again, because our food will get a lot of adjectives in them, a lot of things added to our food, certain foods making us sick, and making us sick in certain meat. So we're gonna have to think about what we eat more, and and go back to when we was growing up, the things that we ate, that was healthy for us then, that they're saying it's not too healthy for us now. That's what they're saying. The food that we have now are healthy, and the food we eating back in the day when we were growing up was not so healthy. But I believe it's the other way around. The food that we have today it's not healthy, and the food we had when I was growing up was a healthy food. I think everything was like pure, or was more organic back in the day. Right now, things are not more organic; it's more
less wholesome.
Yeah, that's what it is. Most definitely,
it's less wholesome now. I mean,
Lysandra said, "Remember to treat meat."
I remember there was something like Spam, I think.
Oh, I just love me some Spam.
Yeah, it's something like Spam.
Is that Spam, Miss Lysandra?
It was in the same type of can.
Oh, the canned meat.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that meat. I sure do. Miss Lysandra said, bologna sandwiches make mayonnaise and sandwiches sugar. What you say, Miss Lysandra? Sugar? Oh, no, good. What kind of sandwich you eat with some sugar? Ooh, girl. Yeah, that food is bad. And I remember when they thought I had colon cancer. I went to the doctor for colon cancer. When they found out that I went through the surgery and everything, they found out I didn't have colon cancer. But my doctor told me colon cancer comes from red meat. Yep. Excuse me. Colon cancer comes from red meat. So be careful of the meats that we eat. I remember her telling me, don't eat any red meat, or don't eat this or don't eat that. But it was mainly she was telling me don't eat red meat. That's where colon cancer comes from, So I stopped eating red meat. I don't eat red meat like I used to. I don't eat that anymore. I have changed the way I've eaten the food that I eat. I've known that as I get older, certain foods I don't like anymore. You know what I mean? They taste differently now from when I used to like them. So there's certain things I don't eat anymore, and I try to eat more healthy food than I was a year or so ago. I try to change my food around, but now in 2022, food is so high, you don't have much choice of what food you can eat and what food you can buy. It's limited on your food, on your food selection, or even it's a limited even on eggs and on milk. I never been born. I never knew about people putting limitations on food or on tissue or condiments and things like that until last year. I didn't think you ever put a certain amount on food, but you can. I was wrong on that. I always thought you can buy as much food you want to buy, with no limitation on it. But I was wrong on that part when the COVID came out. So that's not true at all. So, but when you go shopping, everyone just get the things you can get, the important things, that you need for your household,
Yeah, you're going to stack up on a lot of things. And start
stocking up on your stuff because, like I said, right now, it's not looking good. Everything is price gouging, they let people for themselves, be mindful of all your change. Preserve your money, you know what I'm saying?
And it's taking longer for shipments to come in because the oceans is full of boats that can't come in.
Right.
A lot of stores are not being stocked. There's a lot of things in the stores that's not there now.
Yeah, not on the shelf. That's why I say it's gonna be
check them shelves out.
It's gonna be where you're gonna have to have plenty of canned goods, perishable food that you can keep in your household when you can't get to meat. Because eventually meat is gonna come down to be limited on the meat you can buy in some of the stores, unless you got a farm, the meat's gonna be limited. Right now, I've been going to some stores. They tell me, correct change only. If I didn't have the correct change, I give her my money. I can't get change back. What you say? This is not the store for me to be shopping at. I'm in the wrong store. Let me go. I go give me some change here because I'm gonna need all my pennies back. I'm gonna need all my coins back, every penny. Mr. Sandra said too much red meat, high in cholesterol. You're right. It's not good. Pork is not good. I only eat chicken, fish, and turkey. Okay,
Right.
Lysandra, right. You're right. You're
Yeah,
right. You're right.
stay away
And
from
you don't
pork.
feel weighed down with all that heavy food on you like that. You feel kind of, you feel much lighter with fish and chicken and turkey,
Mhm.
At first, I didn't like turkey meat at first until I thought it had like a taste that I didn't like. You know what I mean? But as I kept eating turkey meat, it kept getting gooder and gooder and gooder. So now I like turkey meat. I'm okay with turkey meat. I can deal with that. Miss Denise Griffin said this COVID has definitely showed us to budget. Yes, ma'am. Yes. But only some of us, Miss Denise, some of us are still on a high budget. Some of us are still on the costly Brazilian hair and the bundles and the high price shoes, the purses, and the nails and things of that sort. But the ones who know what budgeting mean, Miss Denise, yes, ma'am, you're right. We definitely got to budget with what's going on right now. When summertime come around and you can't go on a vacation, a lot of people don't like that. They can't vacation in summertime. Every time the summer comes along, the gas get high. Every time. Mr. Denise said she started a garden. Okay, Mr. Denise, I had thought about starting me a garden, but I'm in a condo, so I can't start a garden. But I thought about getting me some trash cans, the small trash cans, and started putting me some seeds and dirt in that, and started me a small garden on my patio. I thought about that, you know, some greens, not greens, but some pinto beans, cabbage, tomatoes, onions, things of that sort. Just a few things I like to go get at the store. I can get at my house, celery, some give me a little small thing in my living room, in my kitchen. I'm sorry, I don't know what the name of it was, but you put your herbs in there, make your herbs grow. But yeah, we definitely gonna need a garden to start growing our food. Miss Marquette said my mom used to eat banana and mayonnaise sandwich. Was that good, Marquette? Did you ever eat it? It may be good. But when you need a snack, your go-to snack, that may be your go-to snack. Yes, Marquette, that would be fresh veggies in the garden. Yes, Denise got the right idea. She got the right idea. Most definitely do. Miss Sandra said she loved turkey meat.
Banana and peanut butter.
She made burgers out of turkey meat. I never had a turkey burger before. Have you?
Yeah.
I never had a turkey burger.
It don't taste too much different from a regular.
Okay. I'm going to try me a turkey burger. I want a good turkey burger, though, with the good juices. And it take longer to cook for turkey burger. Mm-hmm. So, Miss Lysandra, how long do you cook your turkey burger for? Your hamburger meat for? Your turkey meat for? I never ate a turkey burger, but I've had hamburger helper, turkey meat, and in my spaghettis, turkey meat in my spaghettis, things like that. But I never have had it like that before. Oh, she said she loved turkey sandwiches too. She eat turkey everything. Oh, too much red meat give you gout, Miss Marquette? I never knew that. Okay, I learned something new. Too much red meat give you gout, Pert. Gosh, I've just learned something. A lot of people
got it too.
Gout. I want to do a lot of people have gout and don't know it.
No, you're gonna know about gout because gout is painful.
So gout is something that you will know that you have if you ever have it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought maybe it happens. I thought maybe it goes a certain kind of way when you have gout. I never had gout. I never knew anybody who have had gout before, but I've heard that it's painful. Something like that. But I never had it before. I never had any friends who had it, and I never knew my mom friends who had it. If they did, I just didn't know. Like I said, we didn't steal in grown folks' mouths when grown folks was talking. We had to go outside and find us something to do. We couldn't sit in the house with grown people, And that's why I said, when I was growing up, we didn't know we knew our place as young kids. What you say, Mrs. Sandra? She still eat mayonnaise sandwiches. Oh no, girl. You gotta be kidding me, Miss Lysandra. I couldn't eat. I couldn't eat no mayonnaise sandwich. I'm not gonna eat a syrup sandwich, but I can eat a sandwich with sugar on it. But it got to be put in. I mean, bread with sugar, but it got to be put in the oven with the butter and the sugar sprinkled on it. But other than that, oh no, Mr. Sandra, girl, you good, girl. Most definitely. She said 5 minutes or 6 minutes to cook the burgers, turkey burgers. I'm gonna buy some turkey meat, make some turkey burgers one time. I'm gonna try it with some mayonnaise, with the lettuce and tomatoes and stuff on it. God, it's very painful, Miss Denise said. She was tested for it before she was diagnosed with lupus. Okay, Miss Denise, my mom had lupus, but she had lupus on her. I think it was on her nose. I think it was when she had lupus. I think she had it, but it was controllable though. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, part. So
what you asked me?
huh? Oh, no, I was just reading Denise. She was saying that she was talking about how about the gout, how very painful it was. You know,
Well,
I never knew
a couple of
about
people
it.
that I was around, man, they were in excruciating pain. They could barely walk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I got like a cousin of mine in West Texas. She suffers from gout.
Oh,
She
wow.
still work, but when she get out that car, you see how she walking. Man, it's not nothing to
Miss
play with.
Marquette said yes. My boyfriend suffers from gout.
Yep. Marquette can tell you then. She'll tell you how painful it is.
So do it. I mean, it's only
Marquette?
is it only in your legs or is it your whole body? Cause I never knew about it with gout, and I never read up on it, or I've heard people say certain things, one or two things about it, but I never just sat and had a whole conversation about it. I never read up on it or anything like that. But I'm going to make it my business to read up on it and to see how
it's a shame
what it does to you and how it affects you, how it breaks you down. I'm gonna read up on it tonight about gout because I want to know. I want to know about that. I definitely want to know about that.
Thinking about this saying, they were saying that my people suffer for lack of knowledge. Man, that's a statement.
That's deep. That's real deep.
Suffer because you don't have the knowledge to understand certain stuff. Like us, we in our pre-puberty and puberty years, on in the adolescence, shoot, we did a lot of careless things. You could do probably one or two accidents, probably because by the time you're 45 years old, it did almost killed you. You just didn't know.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's another thing. A lot of kids when they're young, they live in a carefree life, and they feel like the grown-ups. We felt like, but I know I did. We felt like the grown-ups was getting in the way of our happiness. Really, they were trying to protect us.
Dang. Yeah.
They used to be like, "You'll thank me later on for this."
Yeah,
but,
yeah. You're mad now, but you'll be all right. You'll thank me later on down the line. I may not be here, but you still call my name. You still thank me before it, right?
As you get grown, you start to realize that all the stuff that the older folks was telling you.
Miss Denise says sometimes you have to get a shot to ease the pain. Oh wow! So it's real bad. That's something I wouldn't wish on nobody. On nobody. I hate that. Gosh, I am gonna read up on it though. I'm gonna read up on gout because I'm gonna get some knowledge of it, and just in case somebody may have it, I might notice it. Notice it where it may be. You know what I'm saying? That I can
look it up too.
Yeah, right. Women's like myself, we always go to the doctors. We can go in 1 year. We can go to the doctor about 5 or 6 times in 1 year to the doctor. But a man may go to the doctor only if he's hurt. A man would not go to the doctor when he's really hurt. Because I don't know if it means are scared to go to the doctor or scared what they may find out or something not comfortable with or something like that. But
not even that really. Sometimes it be about. I mean, yeah, that is the main reason they probably scared of what the results might be. But at the same time, I know one thing about it, it's expensive to go to the hospital. Some people look at it that way too. It's real expensive to, and they're not gonna forget about that hospital bill.
I got some flowers. Wait a minute, yeah, I got some flowers. Thank you, girl. Oh, I got some flowers. Thank you, Mika. They are pretty too. Thank you for my flowers. Oh, happy birthday too. Oh yeah. Today her birthday, y'all. Thank you for my flowers. Girl, I'm putting in my water. I got Gavin vase in that. Girl, thank you for my. Girl, I ain't had no flowers in. I don't know. 3 years. I ain't had no flowers in 3 years, y'all. Isn't that something? Girl, thank you for my flowers. I feel special.
Yeah, you're right about that, Marquette. I mean, I don't ever had gout, but I've been around somebody that did have it. They look like they was in some pretty excruciating pain.
Hi, bro. How you doing today? I'm glad you were able to come to the chat. And yes, Marquette, you're certainly right. You're right. Too much red meat would give you gout. I don't know. I just don't eat red meat like that. I'm proud of myself. You know, I work out. I try to stay strong. I treadmill. I roll seed. I do my dumbbells twice. I hadn't been in a couple of days because I hadn't been maybe about since last week or so. You know, since Easter or somewhere along Easter, I hadn't worked out because I was feeling a little depressed. You know, I knew Mother's Day was coming around soon, and I had been missing my son, but I was working out basically every day, sometimes twice a day. But I assure you that when after July, that I'm going to get back on it because I felt much lighter. My breathing was much better. I can breathe, smooth breathing. I can move faster. You know, I didn't have no weight on me. You know, sometimes losing weight, even if it's 5 or 10 pounds, it makes a difference on how your body feel, how you move. You feel much lighter, and you know. And the main thing about that is, what we all want is results. We lose weight in our waist. You know what I'm saying? You know, in our arms. You know, if you like to work out sometime. That's what you want to do. To take a walk. A 5-minute walk, an hour walk, you know, just not a speed walk, just stroll. Take your stroll down the street, you know. Reintroduce yourself to your neighborhood, you know, see what's going on in your neighborhood, you know. So, like I said, I'm so happy to get some flowers, y'all. Oh wow, I ain't had flowers in 3 years, you know, but that's a wonderful thing. I love it. I do love it. But Miss Denise and Bruh and Marquette and Sarah, man, I thank y'all so much coming out with me and hanging out with me with my channel. I'm going to do my best to make it very successful. And thank Miss Scott and El Breeze and Monelle probably sleep right now, knowing her behind is sleeping. She's bad. She sleeps, so we're gonna let her sleep right now. But like I said, I invented Vino Entertainment TV for my son, who I lost due to gun violence. And I also myself, I have been in domestic violence, so I want to put that out there about firearm violence, domestic violence, and molestation. You know, that right there, molestation, is something that we don't talk about. But if you've been in that position or in that spot before, you know, I would love to hear your story. This channel is not here to bash anyone, to make fun of anyone, because we all have had some problem down the line in our life. When we were young, it may be problems that we may have right now, but we all have been through something. So there is no need to pick on one another for something that you've done or been through in your life, because we all been through. So I've been through domestic violence. I've been through fights to protect myself when I was younger. I've been through incident with my boyfriends. I've had arguments. You know, I'm nowhere near perfect, and I would never be. And I don't want to be a perfect person, because a perfect person don't know what it feels like to be in a position that to make them be a better person. You know. And Marquette said, yes, my boyfriend has gout. And when it flares up, he be in so much pain. He be in his elbows, his knees. Oh my. it swell bad. Oh, feels like it swells bad, and you have to get a shot to help. Oh wow, Miss Marquette. Oh gosh, he have it bad then. So do gout come from being passed down? Is a family history gout, or it's just something that you just get I guess through life or whatever as life go on. Some people get gout. How does that work, Miss Marquette? 'Cause I don't know. I don't know. She said she meant feet. Her feet too. Thank you, Miss Scott. Thank you very much. Miss Denise said, "Woo, child, I just left my marriage for drunk and clowning. I left 3 weeks before my first year anniversary. Couldn't do it anymore." Oh, Miss Denise, man. So it was you just didn't want to stay anymore. It wasn't workable. You couldn't work it out. You just had to go. You just had to go. When you gotta go, Miss Denise, you just gotta go. I mean, enough is enough. You just gotta get yourself together and just say that I'm gonna do this and make sure it stays in your mind. And you can do it. You'll be very successful at it. And at the end, you'll be very, very strong as well. Very strong. Miss Marquette said, "My boyfriend be rolling in bed in so much pain. Oh wow. And the medication he takes don't help. So he goes for the hospital to get that shot. Then he starts feeling better. So basically, the shot is what you need instead of the medication. Then if the medication not doing any assistance."
I think they try to get some of them Gabapentin, something like that, some type of pill for for nerves stuff.
For your nerves. Oh, okay.
Because a lot of times it be nerves be hurting.
Mr. Nee said, "Me and my kids' safety, peace is everything to me." Amen. This Mr. Nee's everything. Safety in your kids and a peace of mind. A peace of mind, y'all. That's the greatest feeling in the world. A peace of mind is the best feeling you could ever have. Is a peace of mind, and don't you forget it. Right, Kurt? Peace of mind be best feeling you ever have. A peace of mind.
Yeah,
right.
Peace of mind is always the best.
You sleep better. You know what I'm saying? You have you have words, but that's certain words you don't have anymore. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you feel better. You feel strong. Like, I did this. I thought I couldn't do it. He thought I couldn't do it, but I showed him I did this. I bust that move, and I do applaud you for that, Miss Denise. I do very much. Miss Marquette says it's very informative that everyone do research so much causes gout. Oh, okay.
Yep.
So do certain foods cause gout? You do? So certain foods you eat cause gout. You can get gout or it flare your gout up. Cause I don't know, but I'm gonna read about it today, and I'm gonna ask Miss Marquette to give me some more knowledge about it, because I want to know more about it, because I want to know if I'll be able to detect if my family members might have it, or somebody I might know who's scared to go to the hospital or don't want to go. But like I said, men, you got to go to the hospital. You got to go to the hospital. Mr. Nee says, "Thanks, Marquette. It has you restless." It does. It does. It does. It wear you out. And when you get to that peace of mind where you can just get you some sleep, you'll sleep damn near a whole week. Just trying to get yourself back together. You sleeping your strongness on. You sleeping all your worries away. You know what I'm saying? Then you getting relief. You can feel much better. You can laugh. You can feel yourself. You look in the mirror and feel what you're supposed to feel. You know what I'm saying? The beauty. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the problems not with you to turn and wear you down and beat you down. You know what I mean? You got peace in yourself now. Miss Marquette said it's very, yeah. I read it before. I already read that. My bad. Yeah, it is. It is. So, Perp, have you ever been into a domestic violence relationship before?
No, I don't recall no situation. I have had situations some years back, to where some things got a little bit escalated, but it didn't escalate to the point to where the authorities had to get involved and all that type of stuff.
So with no pushing, shoveling, with maybe some curse words, something like that was coming about, or just no pushing and shoving and like that, just talking.
Coming street, we didn't believe in the police, calling the police for nothing. So it was some licks drawn. I got hit a whole bunch of times. I had to grab her to keep her from hitting me.
I enjoyed you too, Miss Marquette. Thank you. I enjoyed you too, Miss Marquette.
But it turned out because I didn't let it get that far. You know, that people, like I was saying before, people wonder why when the authorities come in, you know, the male gets held accountable a little bit more steeper because they look at he's supposed to be the mind and brains of the situation where they shouldn't have to get involved. They feel like if you don't need to be there if you can't maintain the situation.
Right. So you need to leave.
So I mean, I look at it like this. People got to start considering other people's perspective too sometimes. We got to realize that all the time, my perspective ain't the only perspective on everything. Other people have their perspective too. So like I have a perspective of me and you have a perspective of me. You have a perspective of you and I have a perspective of you. You got to discern which one is more essential for your peace. Mm-hmm. If I'm more worried about what other people think about me, I'm not going to never have a peace of mind.
Right. You trying to be a follower.
Yeah, that's the worst person to live their whole life at the interest of a lot of other people and what they're saying. Yeah, that's a trapped individual. He's trapped in a prison.
Yeah.
That's why it's best. We came up with the topic initially about paying attention to the people that you socialize with, so you don't get put in that situation.
Thank you, Mr. Denise. I'm going to keep on striving. Thank you.
If it makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. It does. You know, I don't want to be put in situations like that. I want to just be. I want to be peaceful. I want to live a peaceful mind. When you get a certain age, you just want to be peaceful.
Yeah.
Peaceful.
You don't want no problems.
You know, you don't want no problems. You don't want to be ornamental. You don't want to be cursing all the time. All the hell raising going on. Who wants that?
I don't want to hear what nobody else doing or how much you don't like that person. Go tell them.
That's not even a good relationship.
Yeah, go tell them you don't like them. No, why are you telling me?
But they can't. You know, sometimes people can't. They have to build themselves up to say certain things to people because they can't say certain things to people.
They need to go back in the lab and self-build a little more then, because that's a very deficient aspect. That's a deficient.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to upgrade that aspect of their life a little more.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna get took 47 nowadays with that mindset.
You will.
Nowadays, you got to be solid but silent.
Solid but silent? You said that
solid
right, my brother.
But silent.
That's right. You do.
I was told something that silence is gold.
It is.
If a person can't figure out, they won't figure out what you're thinking unless you tell them.
That's right.
You got a person can play a mind reader all they want. Mm-hmm. But guess what? Only that
one person gonna know.
That's it. Nobody else gonna know. You gonna know. That's why I don't lie to God. He know where every flaw I have. He know about every flaw. I can talk to him about every flaw I have with no problem.
Right.
Because we had that type of relationship. Right. You know who I am. You created me. I can't hide nothing from you. So there it is.
Right.
See, people need to get out of that understanding. I believe a lot of people do this right here, and it's hurting them big time. And y'all better pay attention to this.
Well, okay,
a lot of people despair of God's mercy. God is merciful. Stop always thinking he's a tyrant or something. Oh, he's gonna punish me for this. No, look at him like a caring friend that want to see you do better.
Right.
Talk to him that way.
Right.
Stop talking to these other people out here that bleed and die just like you. Talk to the one that made you.
Right.
Especially Mama if she here.
But he don't got the real answer though. He knows your problem. He knows your problem before you know your problem. Mm-hmm. He knows what's going to happen before you know what's going to happen. He's going to punish you before you even know you're going to get punished. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't even say punish. I would just say a lesson learned. He's going to learn you. He's going to learn your lesson. That's how I feel about it. He's gonna learn your lesson. And like I said once before, we all are never too old to learn. I've learned all the time.
Something, man, in life, my grandmother made she rest in heaven, Mother's Day.
Go back and read my comment before one you read per. Okay, let me see. Let me go back. See.
I'll hold it. No, I was in a situation when it was one of them situations where you're gonna look up to, you're gonna reach out to the people close to you for some type of comfort, and she was really calling me to me my previous behavior, but she did it in like a little, what you call a little lesson stuff.
Oh, I see what she said.
And she was telling me, she said, I'm gonna tell you something now, and once you realize that, it's gonna take you a long way in life. I'm like, man, she can give me something profound.
Yeah.
But then she said, you get out of life what you put into it.
Amen.
And she said, you made your bed, now you gotta lay in it.
That's right.
So watch how you make your bed. She said, when you was out here, this, that, and other, but you never heeded other people, and now you need other people, and now you done made this bed, now you gotta lay in it.
Yeah, you done burn all your bridges and carrying on.
Well, it's not so much as burning bridges, it's like putting self above other people.
Mm-hmm.
It's not even burning the bridge. Maybe they could burn the bridge themselves by their expectations of you. Yeah, they probably expected you to do something and you didn't. Maybe.
Right.
Or you was unmindful of this individual, of how they viewed you.
Right.
As it goes back to what I was saying about perspective. Try to always put the proper perspective on things too, and not assume. Ask. You want to know something? Ask a person. If I want to know this individual is gay, I'm gonna ask him.
Yeah.
It's most time they're gonna tell you they're gay. I'm not speaking against gay people or anything, but I'm just saying, if something people on drugs may go into denial about stuff, but most people that's got to live in their truth, they're gonna tell you.
That's right. Ms. Marquez said gout is when you have too much acid consumption in your body, and shellfish and red meat also causes it too. Oh wow. Okay, I know that now. Shellfish. Okay. Yes, ma'am, Miss Scott. Pastor Purple is a strong young man. He's a strong young man, and we sit around the house. We talk a lot. We have serious talks. We laugh. We cut up. But for the most, when we talk, we have a lot of educational talks, a lot of learning talks. I learned some things from him that I made that I don't know, and he learned some things from me, that he didn't know, some things that he want to know, and that he didn't know. I might have the answers for them. I'm all about peace, love, and inspire. If you don't have peace, you definitely can't have no love. And then if you don't have love and peace, who can you inspire? You can't inspire nobody, because you still trying to catch up for yourself. Right. So make sure we always love ourselves before we love anybody. I mean, our kids, of course, but we love ourselves before we love a man. Make sure that you love yourself before you love a man. Make sure you can't love a man and give a man what you got to give. In all honesty, if you're not loving yourself and you hadn't found yourself yet, I found myself. I guess I really got to know myself when I got in my 30s, when I slowed down from running the streets. I went out, I clubbed, I partied. I had friends. We went to dances, horse rides, concerts on the lake, things like that. And I've learned a lot of things, and I respect life. And I don't sugarcoat my life now. I tell the truth about it. I don't lie about it. I don't lie to you. I speak the truth. I think I'm a trustworthy person. I'm loyal. And I know for a fact that I am understanding. You know what I mean? And we got to have that in our life somewhere down the line. Miss Griffin said, well, me, I believe in treating people how I want to be treated. but it's hard to get the loyalty that I give. I always find me putting in more effort than others. That's right, Mr. Niece. It be like that sometimes. It be like because when you put more effort into it than others, because you really want it to work. You really want that. That's what you really wanted. But when they don't put any effort into it, that made you feel like, I'm doing all the work, you know, they're not doing nothing, why am I putting all the work in when they don't want, they don't want to do anything? So why do something, be with somebody who's not putting the work in and you're doing it all yourself? You know, that's how I feel.
That's not even natural.
It's not natural.
No. But what I was fixing to say. Oh yeah, a lot of men. I don't believe there's any men in the chat or anything like that. But I'm not trying to advocate for all men.
Okay.
I can advocate for how I live and my moral system and the boundaries I put on things. I can't speak for nobody else. But in my perspective, in the years I've been there, a lot of men have ruined good women.
Amen.
And vice versa.
Oh yeah, of course.
I mean, a lot of good men have been ruined too.
Of course, I agree.
Because the what they say, people play games, all the time, and me, I'm a type of individual. I'm gonna give people the benefit of the doubt at first until my intuition tells me something different or some incident come up that I can't turn my eyes away from. And it makes sense to always give somebody the benefit of the doubt. Don't just jump to conclusions about people and jump to conclusions about their character or how they carry themselves, their mentality, or how they do things. I mean, it's more than just the cover to a book. It's the inside also.
Mm-hmm. That's right, Perp. It is. It is. It really is. But I'm hoping that we get more men on the show. Because I want the men perspective too on different subjects.
It balances it out.
Yeah, balances out. Right.
I mean, if you're hearing things always from just a woman's perspective, that's all you're gonna be. You're not gonna understand how males think unless you talk to one. I mean, just like vice versa, we're not gonna understand like how women think unless we talk to one. Most of us learn stuff from our mothers. The males do, and people wonder why the males are more attached to their mother, and then the females, for the most part, are longing for a father figure.
Right.
And their father's not there, and then when they grow up, just think about the perspective they're gonna have on men. Shoot, my father was never around anyway. Think about it. People's minds can be shaped all different types of ways because of things they experience too. That's why go back to what was the topic. Pay attention. Sometimes an individual might be alcohol induced and go to telling you a whole lot of stuff about them that you didn't, and you might think they're just talking alcohol, they talking. You gotta look at it that way too. Paying attention don't mean just looking at this individual. You gotta start using some inner qualities too that you was blessed with.
You got to really pay attention. You got to be really observant.
This young cat. He gave such a little profound. I used to go listen to a lot of motivational speeches and stuff. But this one topic I've been sticking out to me for at least about 15, 20 years now.
Oh man.
This guy was he was kind of rowdy, but when he kicked knowledge, he was kicking some good stuff, and he was talking about it. What eyes are you looking through? That was the topic of it. Are you looking through the physical eyes, or are you looking through that spiritual eyes? Are you seeking God's will in things instead of just looking at it for what it is?
Right.
Are you using them spiritual eyes to look beyond, look at the purpose behind things? Use the spiritual eyes on yourself. Look at the real purpose behind your life. Why you really here? What you destined to do. Ask something. Go back to that relationship. I'm telling you, hey, he'll bring it out of you. It's him. I mean, that's who created it. He can bring a lot of greatness out of us. We just got to tap in the right way.
Right.
We got to be living a certain way. A lot of your habits got to be in line with what you tell yourself praying for.
Right. Right.
You're not going to pray for all this, that, and other, and you don't even want to put forth the effort yourself.
No, you don't.
I mean, the people that read they hear it in church all the time about faith without works is what? I mean, it's worthless. I mean, you got to put the work in.
Right.
You know the story about the guy. He was studying asking God for help, and saw all these different avenues came to him, and he kept talking about he gonna wait on God. So when he got to heaven, he was asking God, "Why you didn't send me no help? I prayed for." I sent you this, that. You said you was waiting on me. So how you gonna wait on me? And I already sent it to you.
Right. 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 Right.
Mm-hmm. What's crazy? Who's that? Denise says, "What's crazy is I've always said when I get married, I wanted my husband to be a Pisces like me. Because I know what I want. I married a Pisces, but we are not compatible. He's drama filled. I enjoy peace." Yeah, you can't just depend on them zodiac signs. I'm sorry they got you like that, but I didn't believe it or not. I'm counting like from the years of people, our females, our relations. It seemed like I always ended up around some Tauruses.
Are you compatible with Tauruses?
No.
Oh, y'all don't get along?
No, it's just that's just what happened to the person was. A couple
Taurus.
of times. Yeah. It was like a couple of times,
I mean, like Cancers and people Cancers and Sagittarius.
Sagittarius. I was married to a Sagittarius, so
yeah. But I'm not really a person on as far as on astrology, but I do listen to people who do believe in that. I'll be listening to them and they tell me get your numbers or whatever, they play those numbers or whatever, but I'm not saying I don't believe in it, but I believe in a lot of stuff, but I just don't. Something I just don't pay attention to because what I believe in when I was coming up is not the belief in that they has today.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Not at all. Not at all. Well, Pastor Perk, it's about time for us to go. Anything you want to say to everyone in the chat?
Well, all in all, just be conscious, man.
Amen.
When we say open your eyes, we're not talking about just waking up in the morning and looking around. Open up your mind. Open up the goal-oriented part of your mind. The part of you that got ambition, that want to get. Stop worrying about what a woman doing, what a man doing.
That's right.
Worry about what you doing.
That's right.
You over here sitting up here worrying about these people across the street with their tall grass, and you can barely see it because your grass higher than theirs.
Come on now. Come on.
Why don't you go take your butt over there in that barn, get that lawnmower, and cut that grass, and then you might can have something to say about that. Focus on self first, man.
Right.
Happy Mother's Day to all you mothers.
That's nice, Perp. That is so nice. Well, you guys, I thank you all for coming, Miss Marquette, Miss Elbreeze, Miss Denise, Miss Helen, Miss Sarah, Miss Scott. Oh man, Miss Marquette. I thank y'all so much for coming, and I'm trying my best to make it better and better every day. And like I said, my stride is to do school supplies every year. And I'm going to also try to feed the homeless people. And I will be going live on the occasions of things like that. I just want to make you all smile. I want to smile. I want to make other people smile as well that's out of the community that having problems, I just don't never know. I might meet my angel and don't never know because I was always told you never know where your angel is or who he is or where he may be at all. And I once again, I want to thank Miss RH for doing my intro. And thank you guys for coming to the show. And you all have a good night. And here's my intro. just want to, before I leave, blessings, blessings, blessings to you all, to your family.
Blessings.
Love you, ladies. Love you, men's. May God keep you safe and have a great evening. Good night.